What if I told you that for just 1 second, everything stopped? Not just your clock, not just your phone, but time itself, the entire universe frozen in place. No movement, no sound, no light, just complete stillness. Sounds insane, right? But here's the real question. What would actually happen if time stopped for just 1 second? Would you feel it? Would the world change? Or would we never even know? Stick around, because what you're about to hear will make you question everything you thought you knew about reality. Are you ready to dive into the impossible? Let's find out. The nature of time and perception. Imagine if time suddenly stopped, just for a single second. Sounds harmless, right? But hold on, because time isn't just a ticking clock. It's the very thing that keeps reality in motion. From the way we breathe to the way light travels, everything is governed by time. But what if, for a brief moment, time completely froze? Would we even notice it? Well, here's the crazy part. You wouldn't. Your brain, like everything else, relies on time to function. Every thought, every memory, every movement you make depends on time moving forward. If time paused, so would your neurons. Your brain wouldn't even get the chance to register that something strange had happened. Imagine blinking, but in that brief moment everything, your heartbeat, your thoughts, even the air around you, completely stopped. And yet, when time resumed, you'd continue as if nothing had happened. Think about it like a video game freezing for a second due to lag. The game doesn't realize it's frozen, it just picks up where it left off. The same would happen to you. But here's a fun twist. If time stopped, would light stop too? That means, even if your eyes were open, you wouldn't see anything. The entire world would be trapped in absolute darkness for that one frozen second. And if we go deeper, this raises an even wilder question. If time stopped, but you somehow remained aware, would you feel like you were stuck in eternity? 1 second might stretch into an infinite abyss. Spooky, right? Luckily, your brain won't let you experience that. So, in reality, the biggest mystery of all is, did time ever stop before, and if it did, how would we even know? Physical implications of a time freeze. Let's say, time halts. You're in the middle of drinking coffee and suddenly, BAM! Time stops. The coffee mid-air freezes, the steam rising from the cup, suspended like an invisible sculpture. But the real question is, what happens on a deeper level? First off, all movement in the universe would come to a standstill. Atoms would stop vibrating, which means heat would cease to exist. Every object from your body to the sun would instantly drop to absolute zero. But here's the twist, you wouldn't feel cold. Why? Because you wouldn't even be able to process the change. Your nerves wouldn't work, your brain wouldn't function, and even your very thoughts would be put on hold. Then, there's light. Light moves at 299,792,458 meters per second. But if time stopped, light wouldn't move at all. That means the entire universe would be trapped in absolute darkness. Even if the sun was shining, its rays wouldn't reach your eyes until time resumed. Imagine someone flipping a switch and shutting off all light instantly. Except in this case, it's not just the lights in your room, it's every photon in existence. And here's where it gets weirder. What about air? Normally, air molecules zip around, allowing you to breathe. But if time froze, they'd stop moving too. That means for that 1 second, oxygen wouldn't reach your lungs, but don't panic. You wouldn't suffocate because, well, your lungs wouldn't be working either. Time would unfreeze, and you'd continue as if nothing happened. So, the next time you take a deep breath, look at the sky, or feel warmth on your skin, just remember, time is what makes it all possible. And if it ever stopped, even for just a second, the entire universe would hold its breath with you. Biological effects on living organisms. Let's talk about life itself. Your heart, your breath, your very existence. Everything in your body depends on time moving forward. But what happens if time stops for just 1 second? Would you feel it? Would it harm you? Here's the surprising answer: no, you wouldn't feel a thing. That's because the biological processes inside you are just as tied to time as everything else. Your heart beats, your blood flows, and your cells divide. All of these depend on time's steady movement. If time stops, so do you. It's like hitting the pause button on a movie. Nothing changes, but nothing moves either. Your body would be frozen in place, your brain would stop thinking, and even your sense of awareness would be suspended. And here's the freaky part. If everything about you stopped, you wouldn't even know time had paused in the first place. Your body wouldn't age, your cells wouldn't decay, and technically you wouldn't even be alive in that moment, but once time resumes, your body picks up right where it left off, as if nothing ever happened. But here's where things get really strange. Imagine you're blinking right when time stops. Your eyelids would freeze mid-motion, leaving your vision locked in place. If you were walking, your muscles would be frozen in action, defying physics for just a split second. And what about people in mid-sneeze? Would they be stuck with the world's longest ah-chew? The truth is, time's flow is what keeps all living things functioning. If time ever stopped, even briefly, life itself would hold its breath, waiting for the next second to arrive. And yet, because we experience time so seamlessly, we'll never know if it's already happened before. Technological and mechanical consequences. Now let's talk about the world around us. Machines, vehicles, the internet, and all the technology we rely on daily. If time stopped, would your phone glitch? Would planes fall from the sky? Would your favorite video game freeze mid-frame? The short answer, yes, but only for that brief second. Every piece of technology we use operates based on time. Clocks tick forward, computers process data, and electricity flows through circuits. All of it requires time to function, so if time stopped, everything electronic would pause too. Your phone screen would freeze mid-scroll, your Wi-Fi would halt, and even the electrical signals running through power lines would be suspended. Now, here's a mind-blowing thought. Cars, planes, and trains all rely on movement through time. If time stops, a speeding car wouldn't crash, because it wouldn't be moving at all in that moment. A plane in midair would hang in place, defying gravity for that 1 second. The entire world would be a frozen snapshot, paused in perfect stillness. And what about artificial intelligence? Could a supercomputer realize that time had paused? Not a chance. Just like our brains, AI needs time to process information. If time stops, it stops thinking too. It wouldn't detect the pause because, in its reality, there was no pause. The moment time resumes, it continues processing as if nothing happened. And here's where it gets even wilder. Would digital timekeeping devices skip a second, or would they stay perfectly accurate? Since they rely on electrical pulses that measure time, a 1-second stop might throw them off ever so slightly. But in a world where time is back on track, who would even notice? So the next time your computer lags or your phone screen freezes for a second, just ask yourself, what if time actually did stop for a second and we all just missed it? Psychological and philosophical considerations. Alright, let's get deep for a second. If time stops, do we stop existing? Think about it. Our entire experience of reality is tied to time. Every thought, memory, and feeling happens in a sequence. But what if time itself was put on pause? Would we even be aware of it? Here's the trippy part. You wouldn't even realize that time had stopped. Your consciousness, your awareness, your very sense of self would be frozen, just like everything else. It's like someone pressing pause on the universe. The second time resumes, everything picks up where it left off, and you have no clue anything ever happened. It's a bit unsettling, isn't it? Now let's push this even further. What if time has already stopped before? Maybe it pauses for a second every few thousand years and we just don't know it. Maybe right now, time has stopped, and you're frozen in place, unable to perceive the stillness. And the moment it resumes, well, you're right back to reading this sentence as if nothing happened. Then there's the ultimate question. If time stops, does reality still exist? Time and space are deeply connected, meaning if time ceases, does the universe even remain? It's a classic philosophical paradox. Does reality require time to exist, or could the universe just hang in place, waiting to move again? And if we go even crazier, what if time isn't real at all? What if time is just a human-made construct and the universe moves in ways we can't even comprehend? Maybe we're living in a cosmic illusion where time is just an illusion of motion. If that's the case, then stopping time wouldn't just freeze the world. It might break the very foundation of reality itself. 1 second. That's all it would take to change everything. Or maybe it already has. Theoretical physics perspectives. Now let's get scientific, because if anyone can explain what happens when time stops, it's physicists. But here's the kicker. According to physics, time stopping shouldn't even be possible. Time isn't just a background setting, it's woven into the very fabric of the universe, tied to space itself. Stopping time would mean disrupting space-time, which could have insane consequences. For starters, Einstein's theory of relativity tells us that time is relative. It speeds up or slows down depending on gravity and motion. But completely stopping time? That's next level. If time froze, space-time itself would be affected. Would the universe continue existing in a paused state? Would everything collapse into chaos? And let's talk about quantum mechanics, the science of the tiniest particles. On a quantum level, particles are always in motion, constantly shifting and vibrating. If time stopped, these particles would freeze in place. That means no atomic activity, no light movement, no energy transfers, literally nothing happening. It's a complete shutdown of the universe at its most fundamental level. But wait, it gets weirder. Some physicists argue that time is just an illusion. According to certain theories, time isn't something that moves. It's just a way we perceive changes in the universe. If that's true, then stopping time wouldn't actually do anything because there's nothing to stop in the first place. Mind blown yet? So let's sum this up. If time stops everything, energy, motion, thought, light ceases. But since time itself is part of space-time, freezing time might be impossible without breaking reality itself. And if it ever did happen, we wouldn't even know. So the real question is, what if time has already stopped, but we're just living in its resumed state? What if we're part of a cosmic play button being pressed over and over? Maybe time itself is the biggest mystery of all, and we're just along for the ride. And that, my friends, is the mind-bending reality of time. Did time ever stop before? Would we even know? The universe is full of mysteries, and this is just the beginning. If you love diving into mind-blowing theories like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. What do you think would happen if time stopped? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This is InnoVision Tech, and I'll see you in the next one. Have you ever wondered just how far we can see into the universe? How far back in time can we peer to uncover the mysteries of the cosmos? The universe is vast, and every new discovery helps us understand it just a little bit more. But here's the big question. What if we could observe galaxies that formed just a few 100 million years after the Big Bang? Imagine what secrets they could reveal. Today, we're diving into the discovery of the most distant galaxy ever found and exploring how far we can actually see. Ready to join the cosmic journey? Let's go! Introduction to Cosmic Exploration. When we gaze up at the night sky, it's hard not to wonder about the vastness of the universe. How far does it really go? And what mysteries lie beyond the stars we see with the naked eye? These are the kinds of questions that drive astronomers and space enthusiasts alike to explore the cosmos. Over the centuries, our understanding of the universe has evolved significantly, thanks to groundbreaking technological advancements and the courage to venture into the unknown. In the early days of space exploration, the ability to view distant galaxies was limited by the tools available to astronomers. Telescopes allowed us to look deeper into space than ever before, but the farther we looked, the more we realized how much we were still missing. That all began to change with the advent of space telescopes like Hubble. Hubble gave us unprecedented views of the universe, showing us galaxies that were millions, even billions of light years away. Yet even Hubble's extraordinary capabilities were still bound by the limits of the visible light spectrum. But what if we could see beyond visible light? What if we could look at the universe as it existed in its infancy, just a few 100 million years after the Big Bang? With the launch of the James Webb Space Telescope, this possibility became a reality. Webb's infrared capabilities allow us to peer further into space and further back in time than any telescope before it. Thanks to Webb, astronomers have discovered a galaxy so distant that it has completely transformed our understanding of the early universe. But what exactly does this discovery mean? How far can we really see, and what can it tell us about the birth of galaxies? Let's dive into this groundbreaking exploration of the most distant galaxy ever discovered. The role of the James Webb Space Telescope. Imagine being able to see something no one else has ever seen before. That's exactly what the James Webb Space Telescope enables scientists to do. Launched on December 25, 2021, JWST has quickly become one of the most powerful and influential tools in the history of astronomy. Unlike the Hubble Space Telescope, which primarily observes invisible light, Webb is equipped to observe infrared light, a type of light that is invisible to the human eye. Infrared observations are crucial for studying distant objects in the universe because, as light travels across the vast expanse of space, it stretches out due to the expansion of the universe. This stretching causes light to shift to longer wavelengths, which we detect as infrared light. Essentially, the farther away a galaxy is, the more its light has been stretched, making it visible only in the infrared spectrum. That's where Webb comes in. Thanks to its cutting-edge instruments, the JWST is able to capture infrared light with an unprecedented level of detail. One of Webb's primary missions was to look deeper into the universe than ever before, and to study the very first galaxies that formed after the Big Bang. This is a critical task because understanding the birth and evolution of galaxies is key to understanding the origins of the universe itself. The JWST's ability to see through cosmic dust and gas allows it to provide a clearer picture of the earliest galaxies, which were previously invisible or difficult to study. By observing these galaxies, astronomers can unlock the secrets of how stars and galaxies came together in the early universe, offering new insights into the conditions that led to the creation of the cosmos as we know it. Webb's findings are already shaking up our understanding of the universe's evolution, and one discovery in particular has captured the attention of scientists and space enthusiasts around the world. But what exactly did they find? Let's take a closer look. Discovery of JADES-GS-z14-0. In May 2024, astronomers using the James Webb Space Telescope made a groundbreaking discovery that would change the way we view the universe. They identified a galaxy named JADES-GS-z14-0, located at a staggering redshift of 14.32. But what does that mean? Well, the redshift of a galaxy tells us how far away it is and how much its light has stretched as it traveled across space. A higher redshift indicates a galaxy that existed closer to the beginning of the universe, meaning JADES-GS-z14-0 is one of the most distant galaxies ever observed. At a distance of around 13.5 billion light-years from Earth, JADES-GS-z14-0 is located in a time just under 300 million years after the Big Bang. This is an incredibly important finding because it provides a glimpse into the earliest stages of the universe, when galaxies were first beginning to form and evolve. To put this into perspective, if we were looking at Earth from this distant galaxy, we would be seeing our planet as it was just a few million years after life began to emerge. The discovery of JADES-GS-z14-0 pushes the limits of what we thought was possible. It challenges the existing models of galaxy formation, suggesting that galaxies were able to form and evolve much faster than previously anticipated. The early universe was a chaotic place full of energy, gas, and radiation, yet somehow in this tumultuous environment, galaxies like JADES-GS-z14-0 were able to emerge. The fact that we can observe such an ancient galaxy is a testament to the power of modern technology, and it raises important questions about how galaxies formed in the first few hundred million years after the Big Bang. What does this mean for our understanding of the universe's infancy, and how much further can we see? These are just some of the exciting questions this discovery raises. Characteristics of JADES-GS-z14-0. When scientists first observed JADES-GS-z14-0, they were amazed by its size, brightness, and activity. Three characteristics that make this galaxy truly remarkable. Despite its extreme distance, JADES-GS-z14-0 appears to be quite luminous, meaning it emits an incredible amount of light for its age. This is particularly significant because galaxies in the early universe were expected to be much smaller and dimmer, especially in comparison to the massive mature galaxies we observe today. So, how is this galaxy so bright? The answer lies in the rapid rate of star formation within the galaxy. Spectroscopic data gathered by the JWST reveals that JADES-GS-z14-0 is actively producing stars, and this star formation process is likely responsible for its high luminosity. The fact that this galaxy is so active in its star formation so soon after the Big Bang challenges current models of how galaxies evolve. It suggests that galaxies in the early universe may have formed and matured much faster than we previously thought. Another fascinating characteristic of JADES-GS-z14-0 is its size. The galaxy spans over 1,600 light-years across, which is a significant size for a galaxy so young. This large size further challenges our understanding of how galaxies grow and evolve in the early stages of the universe. Astronomers expected early galaxies to be smaller and less structured, but JADES-GS-z14-0 bucks that trend. Its size and activity make it a valuable object of study for astronomers who are trying to piece together the story of galaxy formation. Additionally, the galaxy's composition is of great interest to researchers. Observations of JADES-GS-z14-0 have revealed the presence of key elements like hydrogen and oxygen, which are essential ingredients for star formation. These findings provide critical insights into the processes that fueled the creation of the first stars and galaxies. By studying galaxies like JADES-GS-z14-0, astronomers are beginning to build a clearer picture of the early universe and how the first stars and galaxies came to be. It's discoveries like this that push the boundaries of human knowledge and open up new avenues for exploration. What more can we learn from galaxies like JADES-GS-z14-0? The future of cosmic exploration looks incredibly exciting. Implications for cosmology. The discovery of JADES-GS-z14-0 offers more than just a fascinating glimpse into a distant galaxy. It holds profound implications for our understanding of cosmology, the study of the universe's origins, structure, and evolution. As we peer deeper into the cosmos, we're not just uncovering more galaxies, but we're uncovering the very processes that shaped the universe in its infancy. JADES-GS-z14-0, located a mere 300 million years after the Big Bang, provides critical insights into the early universe when stars and galaxies were first forming in the chaotic environment that followed the Big Bang. This discovery is crucial for understanding a period in the universe's history known as the Cosmic Dawn, the time when the first stars lit up the universe, pushing back the darkness of the cosmic dark ages. The light from these early stars helped to ionize hydrogen gas and set the stage for the formation of more complex structures like galaxies, black holes, and even planets. JADES-GS-z14-0, with its high star formation rate and abundant luminous activity, serves as a cosmic time capsule from this pivotal moment in the universe's evolution. Moreover, this galaxy challenges our models of galaxy formation. Until now, scientists believed that galaxies in the early universe would be much smaller and less developed, but JADES-GS-z14-0's surprising size and brightness suggests that galaxies might have formed much faster and more efficiently than we previously thought. This could alter our understanding of how galaxies evolve over time and may prompt astronomers to reconsider theories about the conditions required for galaxy formation in the early universe. As we continue to observe galaxies like JADES-GS-z14-0, we may uncover even more surprises that will reshape the way we think about the birth and growth of galaxies across the cosmos. Future prospects. The discovery of JADES-GS-z14-0 is just the beginning of an exciting new chapter in cosmic exploration. With the James Webb Space Telescope continuing its mission, astronomers are poised to uncover even more distant galaxies, pushing the boundaries of our knowledge further than ever before. While JADES-GS-z14-0 holds the current record as the most distant galaxy ever observed, there's no telling how much farther we can look into the universe's past. The future of astronomy is incredibly bright thanks to the capabilities of Webb and other upcoming space missions. Webb's infrared instruments have allowed scientists to see galaxies from a time long before our solar system even existed. And these observations are not only helping us learn about the universe's origins, but also providing clues about its future. As we gather more data on galaxies like JADES-GS-z14-0, we'll continue to refine our understanding of the universe's history, including the formation of stars, galaxies, and black holes. The implications of these discoveries go far beyond the early universe. They also hold the key to understanding how galaxies evolve over billions of years, which will help us predict the future of our own galaxy, the Milky Way. In the coming years, astronomers expect to discover even more galaxies that existed during the universe's early stages, revealing new secrets about the formation of cosmic structures and the evolution of the universe itself. As technology improves and our tools become even more advanced, the quest to understand the universe's earliest epochs will only accelerate. With each new discovery, we take one step closer to understanding how the universe came to be, how it evolved, and where it's headed in the future. The most distant galaxies are not just objects of fascination. They are keys to unlocking the mysteries of the cosmos, and the journey to uncover them is just beginning. Thanks for tuning in to InnoVision Tech. We've just scratched the surface of the universe's deepest mysteries, but there's so much more to discover. What do you think? How far do you believe we can see into space? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this journey with us. Subscribe for more fascinating tech and space discoveries, and stay tuned for the next adventure. Until then, keep exploring the infinite possibilities. The Soviet Union was a powerhouse of engineering, creating machines that often seemed to defy logic and imagination. From colossal aircraft to hybrid sea skimmers, their inventions pushed the limits of technology and design. Did you know the Antonov An-225 Maria still holds the record as the largest cargo plane ever built? These machines weren't just tools, they were bold statements of power and innovation, so get ready to uncover the craziest Soviet machines you won't believe actually exist. The Antonov An-225 Mriya. The Antonov An-225 Mriya is an extraordinary aircraft, often hailed as the heavyweight champion of the skies. Developed in the 1980s by the Soviet Union, its primary mission was to transport the Buran space shuttle, showcasing Soviet engineering prowess. This colossal plane boasts a wingspan longer than a football field, about 88.4 meters, and is powered by 6 massive engines, enabling it to carry an astonishing maximum payload of up to 640 tons. To put that into perspective, it can lift cargo equivalent to a small skyscraper. What truly sets the An-225 apart is its unique design tailored to handle such immense size and weight. It features 32 wheels spread across 6 landing gears, providing stability during takeoff and landing, and a distinctive twin tail to maintain control. This design allows it to transport oversized and heavy cargo that no other plane can manage, including massive turbines, industrial equipment, and even entire trains. Despite its unmatched capabilities, only one An-225 was ever completed, making it a rare and iconic marvel in aviation history. Beyond its technical achievements, the An-225 symbolizes the ambition and ingenuity of Soviet aerospace engineering. Today it continues to captivate aviation enthusiasts worldwide, representing a blend of power, innovation, and the spirit of exploration that defined an era. Its legacy endures as a testament to what human creativity can achieve in the skies. The T-35. The T-35 tank stands out as a unique and formidable machine from the 1930s, embodying Soviet ambition on the battlefield. What makes the T-35 truly remarkable is its 5 turrets, each armed and capable of firing independently. This multi-turret design was revolutionary, allowing the tank to engage multiple targets at once, a concept far ahead of its time. Weighing over 45 tons, the T-35 was essentially a fortress on tracks, built to break through enemy lines with overwhelming firepower. Despite its impressive size and armament, the T-35 had significant drawbacks. Its massive weight made it slow and cumbersome, limiting its mobility on the battlefield. Additionally, the tank suffered from frequent mechanical issues, which reduced its reliability during combat. These weaknesses made it vulnerable, especially against more agile and better armored opponents. Nevertheless, the T-35 remains a fascinating chapter in tank development history. It symbolizes a bold experiment in military engineering, reflecting the Soviet Union's desire to innovate and dominate through sheer firepower and multi-target engagement. While it wasn't a perfect design and saw limited success in actual warfare, the T-35's ambitious concept influenced future tank designs and remains an iconic example of early 20th century armored vehicle innovation. Its legacy is a testament to the era's daring approach to mechanized warfare. The Lund-class Ekranoplan. The Lund-class Ekranoplan is a remarkable hybrid vehicle that blurs the line between aircraft and ship. Designed by the Soviet Union, it operates using the ground effect, a phenomenon where a vehicle flies just meters above the water's surface, gaining lift from the air trapped between the wings and the water. This design allows the Lund to achieve incredible speeds, exceeding 300 miles per hour, which is faster than many conventional ships, and even rivals some aircraft. Powered by 8 jet engines, the Lund was primarily a military asset, built to swiftly transport missiles and troops across bodies of water like the Caspian Sea while evading radar detection. Its ability to skim so close to the water made it difficult to track, offering a strategic advantage. The vehicle's massive size, combined with its speed and low-altitude operation, made it an engineering marvel of its time. Only a handful of Lund-class Ekranoplans were ever constructed, emphasizing its role as a secretive Soviet weapon. Today, it stands as a testament to Soviet innovation and ambition, showcasing a unique approach to military transport that exploited aerodynamic principles in an unconventional way. The Lund remains a fascinating example of Cold War-era technology, symbolizing a daring blend of air and sea capabilities that few other machines have matched. The Buran Space Shuttle. The Buran shuttle was the Soviet Union's ambitious response to the American Space Shuttle program, and it was really distinguished by some unique technological features. Unlike the US shuttle, Buran was capable of fully unmanned flight and automated landings, which is honestly a remarkable achievement that continues to impress aerospace engineers to this day. In 1988, it completed its only orbital mission, circling Earth twice and returning safely without a crew on board. While the Buran's design was influenced by NASA's shuttle, it actually incorporated different engines and onboard systems, reflecting the Soviet approach to space technology. This divergence showcased not only technical innovation, but also a strategic vision that was really tailored to Soviet capabilities and goals. Despite its technological sophistication, the Buran program was short-lived. The collapse of the Soviet Union halted further development and missions, leaving Buran as a symbol of unrealized potential in space exploration. It represents a period of intense competition between superpowers, where advancements pushed the boundaries of what was possible in aerospace engineering. Today, Buran stands as a testament to Soviet ingenuity and the high stakes of the Cold War space race, embodying both the promise and the challenges of that era. Its legacy continues to captivate those interested in Soviet technology and the history of human spaceflight. The VDNKH robot. The VDNKH robot was an early Soviet experiment in humanoid robotics, designed to demonstrate the USSR's technological capabilities during exhibitions. This prototype could perform simple tasks and mimic basic human movements, showcasing robotics technology that was, honestly, pretty advanced for its time. Beyond its mechanical functions, the VDNKH robot symbolized Soviet optimism about the future, reflecting a vision where robots would support humans in industry and everyday life. Though primitive compared to modern robots, the VDNKH robot played a significant role as a stepping stone in robotics history. It combined engineering with theatrical showmanship, capturing the imagination of exhibition audiences and hinting at a future where humans and machines might collaborate closely. This early humanoid robot really exemplified the Soviet Union's drive to innovate and inspire through technology, blending practical demonstration with symbolic hope for progress. Its legacy lies not only in its mechanical design, but also in its cultural impact, representing a time when robotics was emerging as a field full of promise and possibility. The VDNKH robot remains a fascinating piece of Soviet technological history, illustrating how early robotics experiments helped shape ideas about automation and human-machine interaction. This aligns with broader Soviet efforts to push technological boundaries, as seen in other iconic machines like the Antonov An-225 and the Buran shuttle. The MAZ-7907. The MAZ-7907 is an extraordinary Soviet heavy transporter, designed to tackle the most demanding logistical challenges. Measuring as long as a city bus and equipped with 32 wheels, this colossal vehicle was engineered to haul massive rocket components and military equipment across difficult terrain. What sets the MAZ-7907 apart is not just its size, but, honestly, its sophisticated engineering. Each of its wheels can pivot independently, granting it remarkable maneuverability despite its enormous bulk. This capability allows the MAZ-7907 to navigate tight spaces and complex routes that would be impossible for ordinary vehicles of similar size. Its power and mobility make it a true marvel, capable of carrying loads that would crush standard transporters. The vehicle really exemplifies Soviet determination to overcome logistical obstacles with innovative, large-scale engineering solutions. Even decades after its creation, the MAZ-7907 remains one of the largest and most impressive transport vehicles ever built. It stands as a testament to Soviet ingenuity and ambition, reflecting a period when designing machines capable of extraordinary feats was a national priority. This aligns with other iconic Soviet technological achievements like the Antonov An-225 Maria and the Lune-class Ekranoplan, all showcasing a commitment to pushing the boundaries of engineering and transportation. The Caspian Sea Monster. The Caspian Sea Monster, officially known as the KM Ekranoplan, was a secret Soviet ground effect vehicle that amazed the world with its unprecedented size and speed. Measuring over 100 meters in length and weighing nearly 500 tons, it was designed to fly just meters above the water's surface, exploiting the aerodynamic ground effect to achieve remarkable stability and speed. Capable of exceeding 300 miles per hour, it was faster than most naval ships, making it a formidable military transport. Its hybrid nature, neither fully a plane nor a ship, blurred conventional engineering boundaries. This allowed the Caspian Sea Monster to carry heavy military payloads swiftly across the Caspian Sea while evading radar detection by flying extremely low. The vehicle's innovative design combined elements of maritime and aviation technology, creating a unique class of transport that was both stealthy and powerful. Despite its impressive capabilities, the project was eventually abandoned, largely due to changing military priorities and technological challenges. Nonetheless, the Caspian Sea Monster remains a towering symbol of Soviet innovation and secrecy during the Cold War. Today, it stands as one of the most fascinating and mysterious machines ever built, embodying the Soviet Union's daring approach to pushing the limits of technology and redefining what vehicles could achieve. Thanks for watching this deep dive into some of the craziest Soviet machines ever built. If you enjoyed exploring these incredible feats of engineering, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you never miss an InnoVision Tech update. We love hearing from you, so drop a comment below telling us which machine amazed you the most or what tech topics you want us to cover next. Join the InnoVision Tech community, and let's keep uncovering the future of technology together. Over 300 million years ago, Earth's continents collided to form one massive landmass known as Pangaea, covering nearly a third of the planet's surface. This supercontinent wasn't just a geographical marvel, it set the stage for the deadliest era in Earth's history, marked by extreme climates and catastrophic extinctions. Here's a striking fact: the Permian-Triassic extinction wiped out about 90% of marine species. Did you know how this ancient world shaped the future of life on Earth? Formation of Pangaea. The Earth once held a secret so vast and powerful that it reshaped the entire planet, an ancient supercontinent called Pangaea. Around 335 million years ago, the restless movements of tectonic plates forced all the separate landmasses to collide and merge into one colossal landmass, stretching from pole to pole. This wasn't just a simple joining of continents, it was a monumental event that transformed Earth's geography, climate, and life forever. Pangaea's formation created a world unlike anything we see today, a single massive expanse of land surrounded by a global ocean. This immense size meant that the interior regions were isolated from the moderating effects of the sea, leading to harsh, unforgiving conditions. Vast deserts sprawled across the heart of Pangaea, where temperatures soared during the day and plummeted at night, creating a relentless environment that tested the limits of survival. The merging of continents also triggered intense geological activity, with earthquakes and volcanic eruptions shaking the land and spewing clouds of ash and toxic gases into the atmosphere. These dramatic changes set the stage for one of the deadliest chapters in Earth's history. Yet, amid this chaos, life found ways to adapt and evolve, laying the groundwork for future species. Understanding Pangaea's formation is not just about looking back at a lost world, it's about unraveling the forces that have shaped the planet's past and continue to influence its future. This colossal supercontinent was the foundation of an era marked by extremes, survival, and transformation, making it one of the most fascinating and deadly periods in Earth's history. Extreme climate conditions. When a supercontinent as massive as Pangaea dominates the Earth, the climate doesn't just change, it becomes extreme and unforgiving. Far from the calming influence of the oceans, the vast interior of Pangaea was a brutal desert wasteland. Without nearby seas to provide moisture, these inland regions baked under scorching heat during the day, often reaching temperatures that would challenge any living creature. But when night fell, the heat vanished almost instantly, plunging the land into freezing cold. This dramatic temperature swing created one of the harshest environments Earth has ever seen, where survival was a daily battle against nature's extremes. The lack of humidity and rainfall meant that water was scarce, and plants struggled to grow, limiting food sources for animals. Meanwhile, the edges of Pangaea near the coasts experienced more moderate conditions, but the vast majority of life had to endure this relentless desert climate. These extreme conditions also influenced wind patterns, stirring up massive dust storms that could blot out the sun and further disrupt ecosystems. This wasn't just a tough era for life, it was a time that tested the very limits of adaptation and resilience. The climate extremes of Pangaea shaped the evolution of species, forcing them to develop unique survival strategies or face extinction. Understanding this brutal climate helps us grasp why Pangaea's era is remembered as one of the deadliest in Earth's history, where only the toughest could endure the relentless heat, cold, and dryness. Volcanic activity and toxic atmosphere. Volcanoes don't just shape landscapes, they can rewrite the fate of life itself. During the era of Pangaea, volcanic activity reached terrifying heights, unleashing massive eruptions that blanketed the sky with ash and toxic gases. These eruptions weren't isolated events, they were part of a series of colossal volcanic outbursts that released enormous amounts of carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere. The result? A deadly cocktail that poisoned the air, acidified rainstorms, and plunged the planet into environmental chaos. This toxic atmosphere choked plant life, disrupted food chains, and created conditions so harsh that many species couldn't survive. Acid rain, born from volcanic gases mixing with moisture, scoured the land and freshwater sources, making survival even more difficult. The volcanic ash also blocked sunlight, cooling the Earth temporarily but causing devastating impacts on photosynthesis, the process plants rely on to grow. This chain reaction rippled through ecosystems, weakening animals that depended on plants and triggering widespread extinctions. The volcanic fury of Pangaea was a key player in the deadliest mass extinction in Earth's history, the Permian-Triassic event, which wiped out a staggering number of species. These eruptions remind us how powerful Earth's internal forces can be, capable of reshaping the atmosphere and life on a global scale. Understanding this volcanic nightmare helps explain why the time of Pangaea was not only a period of great geological change, but also one of the deadliest eras our planet has ever faced. The Permian-Triassic extinction event. Some moments in Earth's history are so catastrophic they kinda redefine life itself. And the Permian-Triassic extinction event was exactly that. Occurring about 252 million years ago, this mass extinction wiped out nearly 90% of marine species and around 70% of land-dwelling creatures, making it the deadliest extinction ever recorded. The causes were, pretty complex, but the supercontinent Pangaea played a starring role. Its massive size and extreme environmental conditions created a perfect storm of stressors. Volcanic eruptions released toxic gases, the climate swung wildly, and habitats shrank dramatically. These factors combined to devastate ecosystems on an unprecedented scale. Oceans became oxygen-poor dead zones, suffocating marine life, while on land, harsh deserts and acid rains made survival nearly impossible. The extinction wasn't just a quick event, it actually unfolded over thousands of years, reshaping life's trajectory on Earth. This catastrophe cleared the way for new species to evolve, including the ancestors of dinosaurs and mammals. Understanding the Permian-Triassic extinction reveals just how fragile life can be when faced with rapid environmental upheaval, and how Earth's systems are deeply interconnected. It's a chilling reminder that even the most dominant life forms can vanish when conditions turn deadly, marking Pangaea's era as one of the most perilous chapters in our planet's story. Lack of coastal habitats. When a supercontinent like Pangaea forms, it drastically reshapes the world's coastlines, and that can mean disaster for countless species. With all the land masses fused together, the total length of coastlines shrank dramatically, wiping out many shallow marine habitats that are crucial for biodiversity. These coastal zones are typically rich in nutrients and shelter, serving as nurseries for countless marine creatures. Without these safe havens, many species lost their breeding grounds and feeding areas, which put enormous pressure on their survival. The vast interior of Pangaea was far from the sea, so most life had to endure harsh, dry conditions, with limited access to water and food. This lack of coastal environments meant fewer opportunities for life to thrive and diversify. The shrinking of these habitats contributed to the mass extinction events that marked Pangaea's era, as species that depended on coastal ecosystems struggled to adapt or faced extinction. It's a stark reminder that geography can directly influence life's chances on Earth. The loss of coastline wasn't just a minor change. It was a major factor in making Pangaea's time one of the deadliest eras in our planet's history. Understanding how the supercontinent's formation squeezed coastal habitats helps us see how interconnected Earth's systems are, and how changes in one area can ripple across the entire biosphere. Gigantic inland seas and their role. Even in the harshest environments, life finds pockets of refuge, and during Pangaea's reign, massive inland seas played that crucial role. These enormous bodies of water formed in low-lying areas of the supercontinent, creating isolated aquatic habitats amid the vast deserts and arid landscapes. Though limited compared to today's oceans, these inland seas became vital sanctuaries for marine life struggling to survive the extreme conditions. They provided not only water, but also more stable climates and food sources, allowing species to persist when much of the land was hostile. These seas also influenced local weather patterns, bringing occasional rains that supported surrounding ecosystems. However, these inland waters were often shallow and prone to fluctuations in salinity and oxygen levels, making them challenging environments that only specially adapted organisms could endure. The presence of these seas highlights the complexity of Pangaea's ecosystems. While much of the supercontinent was deadly, life clung to these watery oases, evolving unique survival strategies. Studying these ancient inland seas offers valuable insights into how life can persist in extreme conditions and adapt to rapidly changing environments. They were lifelines in a world otherwise dominated by harsh deserts and volcanic upheaval, underscoring the resilience and tenacity of life during one of Earth's deadliest eras. Evolution of early reptiles and mammal precursors. Survival during Pangaea's deadly era wasn't just about endurance, it was about evolution and innovation. Early reptiles and the precursors to mammals emerged during this time, developing remarkable adaptations to cope with the harsh environment. These creatures had to face scorching deserts, toxic atmospheres, and scarce resources, which honestly pushed them to evolve new ways to regulate their body temperature, conserve water, and find food. For example, some reptiles developed tougher skin to reduce water loss, while others adapted more efficient respiratory systems to survive in oxygen-poor conditions. These evolutionary leaps laid the foundation for the incredible diversity of life that would follow. Mammal ancestors, though small and fragile-looking, were already experimenting with traits like warm-bloodedness and more complex behaviors, giving them an edge in a world dominated by reptiles. This period was a crucible of natural selection, where only the most adaptable species thrived. The evolutionary innovations born in Pangaea's harsh climate set the stage for future dominance by mammals and reptiles alike. Understanding these early adaptations reveals how life can not only survive but also innovate under extreme pressure, turning a deadly era into a launching pad for evolutionary success. This resilience and creativity in the face of adversity make Pangaea's time a fascinating chapter in the story of life on Earth. Shifting weather patterns and monsoons. When a landmass as enormous as Pangaea dominates the planet, It doesn't just change geography, it rewires the climate system itself. The sheer size of this supercontinent disrupted global weather patterns, creating intense monsoon cycles that brought both devastating floods and prolonged droughts. These monsoons were driven by the extreme temperature differences between Pangaea's scorching interior deserts and the surrounding oceans. During the wet season, powerful winds swept moisture deep into the continent, causing sudden, violent storms that could flood vast areas. Then came the dry season, when those same regions baked under relentless heat, turning fertile lands into barren dust bowls. This unpredictable pendulum of weather stressed plants and animals alike, forcing them to adapt quickly or, perish. The monsoon-driven climate also contributed to soil erosion and altered river systems, reshaping landscapes and habitats. These extreme weather swings made life precarious, especially for species already struggling with limited resources and toxic atmospheric conditions. Understanding how Pangaea's massive size created such volatile weather patterns reveals why this era was so deadly, and why survival required remarkable resilience. It's a vivid example of how Earth's physical changes ripple through climate and ecosystems, shaping the fate of life on a global scale. Geological evidence left behind. The story of Pangaea is etched deep into the rocks beneath our feet, offering a window into a world long gone but never forgotten. Geological evidence, from fossil records to sediment layers and rock formations, paints a vivid picture of the deadliest era Earth has ever faced. Fossils reveal which species thrived and which vanished, showing the dramatic shifts in biodiversity caused by Pangaea's harsh conditions. Sediment layers tell tales of ancient deserts, volcanic ash deposits, and shifting shorelines, helping scientists reconstruct the climate and environmental upheavals of the time. These clues also uncover the timing and impact of massive volcanic eruptions and the Permian-Triassic extinction event, linking geological activity to biological crises. Rock formations, such as glacial deposits found far from the poles, provide evidence of extreme climate swings and the supercontinent's vast reach. Together, these geological records allow researchers to piece together how Pangaea's formation and eventual breakup influenced Earth's climate, ecosystems, and evolutionary pathways. Studying this evidence not only unravels the mysteries of the past, but also offers insights into how our planet responds to massive environmental changes, knowledge that is crucial as we face our own global challenges today. The stones beneath us are silent storytellers, revealing a world where life battled against the odds in one of Earth's most perilous chapters. Breakup of Pangaea and its aftermath. The breakup of Pangaea was not just the end of a supercontinent, it was the dawn of a new world, reshaping Earth's landscapes, climates, and life forever. Around 175 million years ago, the massive landmass began to fracture, driven by the same tectonic forces that once brought it together. This slow but relentless process created new coastlines, ocean basins, and mountain ranges, transforming the planet's geography and opening up fresh habitats. As the continents drifted apart, climates became more varied and stable, allowing ecosystems to recover from the extreme conditions that had dominated Pangaea's era. This breakup paved the way for the rise of dinosaurs, mammals, and countless other species that would come to define the Mesozoic and beyond. The shifting continents also altered ocean currents and weather patterns, fostering greater biodiversity and evolutionary innovation. While Pangaea's time was marked by deadly extremes, its breakup sparked renewal and diversification, proving that Earth's history is a cycle of destruction and rebirth. Understanding this transition helps us appreciate how dynamic our planet is, constantly changing and adapting over millions of years. The story of Pangaea's breakup is a powerful reminder that even the most formidable forces of nature eventually give way to new beginnings, shaping the world we live in today. Thanks for exploring the incredible story of Pangaea with us here at InnoVision Tech. If you enjoyed diving into Earth's deadliest era and want to stay updated on fascinating tech and science topics, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you never miss an update. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and tell us what amazed you the most or what you want to learn about next. Join our community, and let's keep exploring the future of technology and discovery together.